I've had enough. Sit down now.
You've got a body part that looks like this. It's angry and it's inflamed and you don't want it anymore. What you want is your arm to look like this. And we're gonna get there together. As you can see, the date is Friday the 23rd of August. I'm doing this with you, I ain't lying. In a week, I'm gonna check back in with you and hopefully this stupid bastard is gone.
I've had enough.
It's like a teacher when you're at school.
Enough. Sit down now. I'm losing my shit.
I'd always try and shout really loud, but it'd always come out really old.
I've had enough.
Step 1. Give me 30 seconds of your time. I'm going to break this down in layman's terms really quickly. So if you treat this red angry area as the eczema point, that's the really itchy point. So for me, it's my arm most of the time. Every single day, for most of the day, it's going to tell you, scratch me, scratch me, scratch me. And the whole goal of this is to turn that voice completely off. That's not an F. You want to turn that voice completely off. And every single time you do that, your brain is going to give you a little reward. Me personally, I'm walking about, oh, it's itchy, turn it off. It doesn't exist anymore. You're going to get that little reward and it's going to calm down a little bit. It's going to go from angry to nice and green and naturey and nice. Now that's all well and good doing that the first time, but guess what? It's going to come back again and it's going to be quite consistent. And every single time it does, you overpower that voice to scratch. You say, give me that black pen, off. Or you say anything else, you know, pink, elephant. Look at my handwriting. You can't even read that. Literally think of anything else, pink elephant, do something else. Let's say I'm feeling that itchiness right now, like let me picture it. No, I'm doing something else. Literally anything, there's a football over it, I'm gonna play football. Just something. I know that seems like a bit childish and stupid, but it's really not. It's actually very simple and effective. And if you use this technique enough times, your brain's gonna remember that. It's gonna use it as muscle memory. And then every time you have that thought of wanting to scratch, it's just gonna go, no, I don't need to scratch. That is as simple as this is. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy, that's not what I'm saying. But it's as simple as this. So every time you have that thought to scratch, use this technique. Why are you in the fridge? Oh yeah, step 2. Be careful of what you eat. For the next week, avoid these triggers. Sugar, dairy, gluten. Completely banish them, and I'll tell you why. Those foods create inflammation, and inflammation is what is going to cause that itchy, red, angry, horrible, shitty, horrible feeling. So to avoid that, avoid those foods. For just 1 week, just try it out, and that, will make a big difference. Mate, why do fridges do this? Like, I'm choosing to have you open, yeah? You hear that beep? It's my choice, all right? I get to choose how long I want the fridge open for. Yes, all of the stuff in there is probably melting at a very rapid rate, but that's my choice. If you want to know step 3, get out the fridge. Now you've got out of the fridge, I can tell you step 3. You've disassociated yourself from it. You're eating the right foods. What else is left to do? Exercise. And the reason being is because when you exercise, you're training your cells and your muscles, and those cells and muscles are the things that go and fight infections. And eczema, at the end of the day, is an infection. It's going to double, triple your white blood cell count, which is going to rush straight to the point where it's inflamed and angry, and it's going to calm it down. As well as that, exercise is a great distraction. You know, you go for a big walk, you're not really going to be thinking about it. Every time you do think about it, drop down and hit a press up. If you can't do press ups, do whatever exercise you can do. It's another like distraction tool, because that's all it is at the end of the day. If you just left this alone for a week, I promise you it would go away. The reason why it's staying is because you're triggering it. If you do these 3 steps, I promise you in a week it will be gone. Let's do this together and let's get rid of this shit. My fellow warriors, it's been a week. It's Friday the 30th. I said I'd do a week. It started off on the 23rd, and I've been following all the tips that I've told you to do. I hope you've done them as well. Here's my 1 week update. As you can see, there's still a tiny bit of scarring left over, but that is fully gone. The itching has completely gone away, and we're on for greatness, people. All that's left to say is I hope you found this video useful, enjoyable, fucking lovely. You've joined me on another quest, and I hope that you have found thy answers, because guess what? There's going to be a lot more quests that you're going to join me on. And who knows? They might just change your life. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. Bye-bye. 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 Fucking genuinely question my sanity sometimes.